Alright, guys. My name is Jack. I'm going to be acting as the moderator for our focus group today. To start off, why don't we just go around the couch and introduce ourselves, what year we are, major, everything. Start with you, Ben.
What's up, guys? I'm Ben. I'm a marketing major, 5th year. Got about a year left. And just transferred 2 semesters ago.
My name's Jared. I'm a 3rd year management major.
My name's Jacob. I'm a 3rd year as well and a marketing major.
My name is Jeremy. I'm a 5th year marketing major.
Awesome. So the point of this research is to gather information on people's opinions about the market at Tate, which is just a small convenience store in the Tate Student Center. So we'll just go around the room and I'll ask each of you if you've ever been there, and if so, what was your experience like, and if you haven't been there, if you A, know of it, and B, how come you chose to not give them any business?
Okay, I haven't been to it personally. I've only been here not so long, and I just found out about it when we were doing our project. But now that I'm more aware of it, I'm definitely willing to try it out and see what it's like.
Anything particularly that made you not want to go there to begin with, like just not knowing that it even existed?
Yeah, I just didn't know it existed, but I know it's a little expensive, I heard, but it's also healthier and just convenient.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So I've been there a few times. Overall positive experience. There's been a few negatives.
Like what?
So one of the cashiers, I think last year, I haven't seen her this year, but she was very rude. She was like kind of forceful. She was like, just wanted to get you in and out quickly. So
Okay.
She's still there. She's still there. I saw her today. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Was there a line at that point?
The line usually moves pretty quick. I've maybe like 3-4 people like at most in line.
Oh,
So not too bad.
So you just say your experience was more negative than positive?
I'd say overall positive, but
Okay.
it could have been better.
Okay. What about you?
Yeah, so this is like the first year I actually went there because I have Paw Points now with the meal plan. So if I didn't have Paw Points, I never would spend money there.
Yeah.
So I think it's just not great food. The money you're getting.
I've been once before. I've been probably twice, honestly. But the one time that I went, it was pretty recently, and I got sushi because I had no idea what to get, and also because everything else was expensive. So honestly, it was kind of I got coerced into doing it because there was such a line and so many people that I was just like, oh, let's just grab this.
By coerced, you mean like that was your just best option at the time
Yeah, definitely best option.
because of time restraints or something?
Time restraints, mostly.
Okay.
Very convenient for where I was at.
How do you generally feel about the price?
Oh gosh, it was expensive for about maybe 6 rolls of, or not 6 rolls, but 6 pieces of sushi for about $7. Not
Okay.
worth it.
Does that convenience make you feel more inclined to pay that higher price though, or would you rather wait in line for something else?
I'd probably wait in line for something else if I had the
If
time.
you did have the time. Okay.
I think it's probably easier to just pack a lunch if you're going to go healthy.
It's cheaper too.
If anything, it just made me realize that I need to pack my lunch more often.
Okay. Jared, what items did you say you got?
Which time I've been multiple times.
What would you generally go in there to get?
So usually I either go in there for coffee,
Okay.
or I get like lunch like sushi or like a salad.
Yeah. You prefer the sushi or the salad?
Probably the salad. The sushi wasn't great. It was gas station sushi.
Gas
That
station
level.
sushi?
Yeah.
So you don't feel like the high price for the sushi is worth the quality?
Definitely not.
Okay.
They use cheap ingredients.
Yeah. Okay. So what reason do you go to Tate Marketplace instead of somewhere else, Ben?
I would.
Well, never mind. You don't go.
I've never been, but probably for convenience, or just get something healthy that's quick.
Mm-hmm.
I say for me, it's probably definitely convenience. Like I went today because I only had 15 minutes between classes, and like all the other restaurants, there was a line, so I couldn't get food that time. So I just went and got a quick bite and left.
I mean, is there anything that would make you guys feel more inclined to go, whether it be lower prices, maybe higher selection of items, or
Maybe like a rotating selection because like it's the same food every day. There's like always sushi and then like 5 sandwiches and then expensive drinks.
okay.
The sandwiches are definitely expensive though. That's the only thing. It's half a sandwich for $5, which doesn't make any sense to me. But yeah, definitely.
Yeah, you can get like a PB&J for like $4 or something.
$4.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's crazy.
What about you, Jared?
So the main reason I go is because of pop points. I wouldn't go otherwise. Just
Okay.
yeah, like they kind of force you to spend that money.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel kind of pressured to go there. And if I didn't have pop points, I'd never go.
Okay. How often do you say you would go to the market compared to like the Chick-fil-A or Panda Express when you're only using your pop points?
So comparatively, probably I'll go to the market once for every 3 times I go to a different restaurant within
Okay.
Tate.
So not as often. Okay.
Yeah. So like for me, like I probably spent like $80, and like Chick-fil-A, Panda Express, those type of restaurants, probably like $10 to Tate Marketplace. So it's not like I'm not spending a huge amount of money there.
So you guys would all rather spend your paw points at the Tate Center rather than like even just like your regular money elsewhere, probably.
What do you mean by that? You mean regular money?
Like just not your paw points, just like your cash or whatever.
Oh, so if we're gonna pick a restaurant and not spending pop points,
yeah,
I definitely pick.
you take the paw points. Okay.
Well, no, I'm saying like if we're spending money and not pop points, right? And
Yeah.
I pick between the market or like.
I'll make
the
it
other
more
restaurants.
clear.
Yeah.
Would you rather spend your own money
Okay.
like off of your debit card at the Chick-fil-A at school, or would you rather use your paw points at the market?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I guess I'd rather spend the money at the market because it's pop points, right?
Yeah.
And so it doesn't cost me anything really.
Okay.
I think if they had like more of a selection, like food that wasn't as bland, maybe I'd be more willing to spend the high price for the food.
I do know that there is actually like maybe 2 or 3 restaurants within the market at Tate.
Yeah, so there's the bar burritos and
Mhm.
like a Mediterranean one.
Where is that Mediterranean?
It's
I can't
right
find
next
it.
to bar
It's
burritos.
it's in the same like
Like-
area. That's the whole thing.
Yeah, I went in there looking for it. I
Yeah.
couldn't find it. I had to ask the little cashier person.
Yeah.
It's like a little window next to
You're
it.
talking about the Bulldog Burger place?
There's
Yeah,
it's
that's
also
what
a
I closed.
Bulldog Burger
They
place.
closed that?
There's burgers.
Pretty sure they closed that one. Pretty sure there's Mediterranean and bar burritos there.
I can't find a Mediterranean. I've looked twice.
Okay, so if you were to go into that little market, would you be more inclined to go to the Mediterranean place or the bar burritos compared to just the convenience area?
Mediterranean all the way, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm. Or
Would you pay extra to go there?
I think I would. As opposed to the actual marketplace part where they do sell convenience things like gum or I've seen tampons being
Yeah.
sold there. They've got things there. They've got all kinds of like Band-Aids. I don't know, but yeah, for food definitely.
Yeah. I think for me it's just time. Like if I have the time to go to Mediterranean or bar burritos, I definitely go. But like if I have 10 minutes to get lunch or whatever, I'm definitely going to the market.
So you're saying if it was the same amount of time, you would spend maybe an extra $1 or $2 to
Oh, yeah,
like
if-
the Mediterranean or
if
something?
it was fast like Mediterranean bar burritos, I'd definitely get that over Tate
Yeah.
Market.
Do y'all think there's anything else they could do to like compete better? You know what I mean?
Lower prices, different selection maybe.
I think they're in a market where they don't really have to compete because there's nothing else on campus that's anywhere close unless you want to walk all the way to North Campus. So like it's kind of like they control the market, so I don't think they have to compete. So they probably should maybe a little bit, but
And also all those restaurants are owned by universities, so no matter where you spend your money, you're spending your money for their food. So.
How do you guys feel about that feeling that since the university thinks that they could just charge high prices because that's the only option, then that's what you have to do and make you feel upset,
I mean, I'm okay with it.
fair?
Like, there's nothing you can do about
Yeah.
it, so like, would I like them to change it? Yes, but like, are they going to? Definitely not. So they just keep charging high prices no matter what.
There's a lot of people that go to this school that can pay those high prices, and it's not much of an inconvenience to them. So it makes sense that they stay at those high prices. So, and it's true, we probably couldn't do anything about that, but maybe we could. But who's to say?
Ben, since you're the only one who hadn't known of the market before, what do you think would be a good way for them to reach people like you who didn't know of it beforehand?
Well, I think there's a lot of transfer students that transfer into UGA, like, and they probably don't know about it as well. Maybe if they use like transfer group me's or just bulletins when you like get in, maybe a coupon for the Tate Marketplace when you like go to orientation, just something that help people get to know that you're there.
I agree with that. Like the way I found out about it was like a flyer thing in front of the Bolton crosswalk. Like without that, I never would have known it was there.
Okay.
It's like they definitely need to advertise more.
Yeah, I just found it whenever I was just walking around trying to find my way around campus. I mean, if anything, because I transferred in at the exact same time, I probably would have gotten it better received if I had maybe had like a list at least of all the places in at UGA that had food places. Because I mean, we never have time to actually go out to like downtown or anywhere nearby to actually go get food. So it makes sense to give at least people, newcomers, even freshmen maybe, a list of locations within the school, and especially like main hotspots that would actually, entail good food.
Yeah. Do you guys have any ideas from a business perspective for them to like maybe drive revenue and possibly like reduce any of the food that they weren't able to sell and have to throw away or anything like that?
Maybe during like the closer to close, like maybe change prices, like do like the thing like Kroger does, like manager special, like they cut the price in half or whatever. So like, and if they don't sell that day, they can try to sell late at night. So they don't have to throw it out.
How many do you guys think you would be around market at Tate, like towards those type of hours at all?
I'm usually off campus by 3, so I wouldn't probably benefit from that, but people studying probably would.
Jeremy, do you think you would be around later hours?
Honestly, if the food was cut in half or the price was cut in half, then I would make my way down there.
You would
I'd make my way to the Tate Market.
You would go out of your way
Mhm.
if they changed the prices down later at night?
Probably. I would do the same. If I do the exact same for the Mall of Georgia. This Asian restaurant does that same thing.
Okay.
Around close, cut the prices down to almost like 75%, and then so that way they're making something off of the leftovers rather than just throwing it away,
Okay.
or at least donating them.
Ben, what about you? Would you be willing?
I usually don't stay on campus too long. I try to get out after I get out of class. But I did have an idea, just if they better marketed like their convenience and what they sell, I can turn that into like what it's called. Because like Tate Market's place by itself, it's not very like appetizing level word. It's kind of bland.
Not restricted.
Yeah, like if you had like cool signs and stuff like Chick-fil-A, people would just be like, oh, that looks good. Like I like that.
What would you feel about if they, instead of serving like the same sandwiches and wraps a day, just made different items, still sandwiches, but maybe have like a turkey sandwich one day and a BLT, and just keep on like Jacob earlier said, just changing up items to keep it different? Do you think that would make you want to go there a little bit more?
I definitely do that because like it's more interesting, and at the same time it's like almost what do they have today? Like what can I try that's new? So I'll see if that's any good.
Okay.
And like you didn't talk about that with your friends, like hey, I tried this here and it was pretty good.
Like actually specializing in
Word of
a
mouth.
sandwich.
Yeah, like word of mouth would increase and stuff.
Okay. Jared, do you think a change in price, like towards the end of the day, would encourage you to go out of your way to go eat something there, or no?
I think so, definitely.
Yeah.
I think more so than price, they need to work on their brand image, because like when you think of like Chick-fil-A or somewhere like that's also in Tate, like just like that Chick-fil-A name brings it like those like kind of I guess happy feelings in a way, and like and you know what you're gonna get. But when you think of Tate Marketplace, like what are you gonna get? Like who knows?
Exactly.
And then especially with like I mentioned earlier that one negative cashier, she really like hurts like what I think when I think Tate Marketplace. And so they have to get away from just like a convenience store and like cheap food, but not cheap quality, I guess, but expensive. And that they need to work on their brand image and like how the students perceive them.
Okay. So overall brand image and maybe just more pride in the quality,
I think so.
encourage more people.
Definitely better ingredients because I think they're probably one of the worst of the restaurants in Tate. I think they have the worst quality.
I heard the word gas station food thrown out there. Do you guys all agree?
Yeah. It's a gas station or a gas
food.
box.
Yeah.
Sometimes I like gas station pizza though. Home Brothers.
The gas station sushi. That's what the main thing is.
You think you would be interested in having a slice of pizza there if they had pizza?
Definitely.
Yeah.
It does sound pretty good actually.
What about you guys?
I try their pizza. Like if it was the same as like Snelling, maybe not because that pizza's kind of nasty. But if they like had something actual good, that's actually good. Yeah, I'd consider it.
What kind of situation would you want to go for? Like a niche, like your own personal pizza, maybe, or just pizza by the slice?
Probably pre-made if it's gonna be convenient.
By the
Yeah.
slice, something easy to hold.
Okay. What about you, Jeremy?
Honestly, pizza, I mean, that makes sense. They should specialize in at least one thing, but I mean, yeah, I guess a pizza by the slice or a personal pizza, it could work. I mean, I don't love pizza, but it could work.
Okay.
They specialize in something.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be pizza.
Is there any like pizza around Tate?
Yeah, right next door. The big
That's
it's called
Nichco.
Niche Pizza. Yeah, that takes so long. I've never been there because it takes like 10 minutes to make a pizza.
It's cheap. It's like $5.40 for a pizza.
And go back to the inexpensive quality of it.
Well, all right, guys. Well, I think that about wraps this up for us. Any last comments or questions about the marketplace that you guys want to make before we wrap it up?
I don't think so.
No?
Go Dogs.
Dogs.
All right.